Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new webinar series from Goodfrontend.dev. My name is Kane, and I'll be your host today. At Goodfrontend, we specialize in building e-commerce storefronts. We work with modern approaches like headless, composable, and Mac architecture. In simple terms, these are ways to make online stores faster, more flexible, and ready for the future. This webinar series is all about web audits, how we move from doing them manually to building a process that's automated and powered by AI. Our goal is to share what we've learned so that if you're thinking about improving your own internal processes, you can draw from this as a real example as your blueprint. In this first episode, we'll start with the foundations so that you can see the complexities and intricacies involved in performing a web audit process. And in the second episode, we'll go deeper into how automation and AI made that process much more efficient. To guide us through this journey, I'm excited to introduce our speaker today, Jan. Jan has been with Goodfrontend.dev for over 4 years and has worked on projects for well-known brands like FitFlop, Clarks, and Eurocarparts. She's led the way on many of our web audit improvements, and she'll be sharing those insights with you today. With that, let's get started. Jan, over to you.
Hi, I'm Arriane Artiaga, a front-end engineer and part of the team behind Good Web Vitals. We launched this new service because we've seen firsthand how many websites struggle with performance, SEO accessibility, and code quality, and how these issues quietly hurt user experience and conversions. Good Web Vitals is our way of bringing expert front-end knowledge into a streamlined audit process, one that's thorough, actionable, and built with modern standards in mind. Before automation, our foundation was a fully manual website audit, carefully reviewing code, testing responsiveness, and validating accessibility. This hands-on approach shaped our expertise and the standards we use today. Whether you're a startup or an established company, our goal is to help you unlock your website's full potential, from core web vitals to code architecture. To understand the value of good web vitals, it helps to see why audits are essential in the first place. Regular website audits help uncover hidden issues that could be quietly affecting your site's performance, SEO, accessibility, and overall user experience. These issues often go unnoticed until they start hurting your traffic, conversions, or reputation. And that's exactly why services like Good Web Vitals exist, to catch and fix these problems before they impact your results. So, why website audits matter and what exactly makes it so important? Let's break it down. First, hidden performance issues can slow down your site significantly. This is one of the most common problems we see, and it's often invisible to site owners. Your website might look fine on your laptop or in a fast connection, but that's not what real users always experience. Performance issues can be caused by things like uncompressed or oversized images, JavaScript that isn't needed but still loads, third party scripts that delay important content. These things add up and make the page slower to load and interact with, especially on mobile or slow networks. Even just a couple seconds of delay can lead to users dropping off before they even see your content. That's lost traffic and lost opportunity. Consider Vodafone's landing page experiment. By improving LCP by just 31%, they increased sales by 8%, lead conversions by 15%, and cart to visit rate by 11%. These gains came purely from speed improvements, no visual or feature changes needed. Another great example is Renault. After analyzing millions of real user sessions, they found that reducing LCP by just 1 second led to a 14-point drop in bounce rate and a 13% uplift in conversions, again, without altering the visual experience of the page. These examples show how even small improvements to Web Vitals, especially LCP, can lead to major business benefits. Second, SEO problems can drastically reduce your visibility in search engines. SEO isn't just about keywords, it's about making your website understandable to search engines. If your site has broken meta tags, poor heading structure, or missing alt text, Google and other search engines can properly crawl and index your content. That means your pages won't show up where they should in search results. Even technical things like not having a proper sitemap or robots.txt file can block important pages from being found. And performance ties in here too. Google uses page speed as a ranking factor, especially on mobile. When your site isn't properly optimized for SEO, it becomes harder for customers to even find you, no matter how great your content is. One e-commerce site reviewed by an experienced consultant had only 157 keywords ranking. That grew to nearly 5,500 in just 9 months. That translated to a huge lift in organic traffic and ultimately their best sales year yet, all from digging into the basics. It shows that technical SEO and content strategy make a real measurable difference. Third, security vulnerabilities expose your site to potential threats and breaches. Even small security flaws can be exploited by attackers to gain unauthorized access, inject malware, or steal user data. This doesn't just damage your credibility, it can also lead to legal and financial consequences. Through regular audits, you can identify outdated plugins, weak authentication, exposed APIs, and other common vulnerabilities before they become a real threat. A secure website builds trust, not just with your users, but also with search engines and partners. In 2018, high profile cases like British Airways highlight just how costly security gaps can be. In their case, outdated third party scripts led to a breach that compromised the data of 400,000 customers. After regulatory investigations and appeals, the incident resulted in a £20 million fine under GDPR, not to mention the long term reputational damage. And this isn't just history, it's still happening. Take the recent case of Marks and Spencer, one of the UK's most well-known retailers. Over the Easter weekend, they were hit by a targeted cyber attack that brought their online ordering system to a halt. The disruption lasted nearly a month, and the estimated financial impact £300 million in profit loss, about a third of their annual earnings. This wasn't just a technical outage, it impacted customer trust, brand perception, and shareholder confidence. It's a clear reminder that security isn't just an IT concern, it's a critical business priority. That's why it's so important for companies to treat security as a core part of operations, not just a box to check, but a serious investment in business continuity and customer protection. We're just scratching the surface here. There are many other areas audits can uncover, but these three alone already highlight how important regular checks are. A professional website audit brings numerous benefits to your online presence. By identifying and resolving key issues, you can achieve higher conversions, better user experience, and a future proof code base. So now that we've seen why regular audits are essential, let's talk about how we can help transform your website performance and unlock the potential of your website. At the core of our audit service is a growing team of front-end engineers with years of hands-on experience, especially in e-commerce. Over time, we've seen how hidden issues, whether it's performance, SEO, or accessibility, can quietly affect sales, traffic, and customer trust. That's exactly why we started offering this service to help businesses get clear, actionable insights from expert led audits. We don't just run automated checks, we interpret the results, highlight what truly matters, and guide you on how to improve. So when you work with us, you're getting more than a checklist. You're getting real insights from people who genuinely care about quality and performance. Our audits go beyond surface level checks. We take a 360-degree approach to give you a clear, well rounded picture of how your site performs and where it needs improvement, assessing key factors for optimal website performance and user experience. When we first started offering website audits, we kept things intentionally manual. This was our initial approach, and it was the foundation of our service. Each site was reviewed by our front-end engineers. We ran automated tools manually and paired that with our own expert evaluations. This allowed us to truly understand how a site performs from both a user and a business perspective, going beyond what the tools could tell us alone. We then manually compiled our findings into a comprehensive PDF report. In these audits, we focused on what truly matters. We analyze your website's load times, interactivity, and responsiveness and provide optimization techniques to ensure a smooth user experience. We assess compliance with accessibility standards and SEO best practices to enhance visibility and inclusivity. We identify vulnerabilities, outdated dependencies, and security misconfigurations to strengthen your defenses against threats. We evaluate your site against industry best practices to ensure efficiency, stability, and long-term scalability. We review your front-end code base for structure, readability, and adherence to coding standards. And lastly, we examine your site's architecture, frameworks, and dependencies to optimize efficiency and future-proof your platform. The result? Clear priorities and recommendations that focus on what will make the biggest impact. Our goal was never to just hand over a technical dump of data. It was to help our clients see what was urgent, what was a nice to have, and most importantly, what would directly impact their business goals. We wanted to provide a clear, actionable roadmap, not just a report. Our initial approach was thorough but time intensive. We ran tools manually, reviewed each site closely, and curated reports ourselves. So we built an internal web app to streamline the process and ease the burden on our front end engineers. This tool automates the essential checks performance, SEO, accessibility, and more, and compiles everything into one unified analysis, complete with AI powered recommendations. It doesn't replace our expertise, it enhances it. By automating the groundwork, we can move faster and focus more on what matters, interpreting the results and helping our clients make the right improvements. So that's a quick look at how we've evolved our process from fully manual to smart, streamlined, and scalable. Now, to give you a better idea of what this actually looks like in action, join us in our upcoming session for a live demo of our internal audit tool. Experience how it streamlines, audits, and delivers insights in real time with the power of AI. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're ready to stop guessing and start making data-backed improvements, we'd love to help. Visit goodfrontend.dev to learn more and get started.